They didn't rob a single casino. They didn't break a single law. Yet casinos across 4 continents lost $21 million, and no one could stop it. No hacks. No cheating devices. No arrests. Just a group of people who understood the rules better than the house itself. And when the casinos finally realized what was happening, they were already gone. This is the true story of how a secret team legally beat every casino in the world, and vanished without a trace. At 2:43 a.m., the casino floor was quieter than usual. Slots still blinked. Cards still slapped felt. Money still moved. But something felt off. A pit boss stood frozen, staring at a monitor showing a blackjack table on the east wing. One player, well-dressed, calm, mid-30s, had just turned a $5,000 buy-in into $640,000 in under 3 hours. No outbursts. No drunken luck. No obvious cheating. Just flawless decisions. Every time. The house edge wasn't just gone. It was bleeding. Security rewound the footage. Slowed it down. Zoomed in. Nothing illegal. No devices. No signals. No sleight of hand. Yet this wasn't the first time. The same man, or someone who looked exactly like him, had done this in Macau, Monte Carlo, Atlantic City, and Singapore. Different names. Different passports. Same results. By sunrise, one question echoed across the casino's internal network. Who was beating the house, and how were they doing it legally? Casinos hunt patterns. What they didn't see coming was discipline. There were never groups sitting together. No whispered conversations. No celebratory looks. Instead, the team operated like ghosts. One person at blackjack. Another at baccarat. A third rotating between roulette and high-limit slots. They didn't arrive together. They didn't leave together. Sometimes, they didn't even win on the same day. But when analysts overlaid the data, a terrifying picture emerged. Every win was mathematically perfect. Bet sizes adjusted at exact statistical thresholds. Losses were absorbed calmly. Wins were pressed with surgical precision. No emotion. No greed. Just execution. The casinos labeled them what they feared most. Advantage players. Not criminals. Not cheaters. Something worse. Casinos thrive on probability, not certainty. And probability has cracks. The team didn't break rules. They studied them. They exploited. Dealer rotation timing. Shuffle inconsistencies. Promotional cashback errors. Mispriced side bets. Casino comp algorithms. One casino offered a 0.8% cashback on losses, meant to keep high rollers playing. The team turned it into a weapon. They intentionally placed low-risk, high-volume bets on mathematically neutral games, cycling millions through the system. They weren't gambling. They were mining incentives. By the time casinos realized the promotions were being farmed, the money was already withdrawn. Perfectly legal. Perfectly devastating. Interpol first noticed him in Prague. A man calling himself Daniel Kreutz cashed out $2.3 million and vanished within hours. Weeks later, a Marco Alvarez did the same in Peru. Then Wei Zhang in Manila. Then Oliver Grant in London. Different passports. Different accents. Same biometric markers. Facial recognition software flagged a match. But by the time alerts were issued, the man was always gone. He never stayed longer than 72 hours. Never reused hotels. Never flew direct. He wasn't hiding. He was passing through. This wasn't luck. It was engineering. The team included a former hedge fund quant, a casino systems consultant, a behavioral psychologist, a professional card counter, who never counted cards. They built models that predicted dealer error rates, machine volatility, and human fatigue curves. They knew when dealers made mistakes. They knew when surveillance attention dropped. They knew which casinos adjusted slowly. They didn't attack one house. They attacked the global system. Each casino lost a little. No single loss triggered panic. Until someone added it all up. $21 million. Gone. By year 2, casinos fought back. Rules changed overnight. Promotions vanished. High-limit rooms tightened. Some casinos quietly banned them. Others tried something riskier. They let them play. But with enhanced surveillance, live analysts, and real-time statistical monitoring, the team noticed immediately. Bet spreads adjusted. Sessions shortened. Cash out staggered. They weren't panicking. They were preparing to leave. Because the final phase was never about winning. It was about disappearing. In Monaco, security finally made a move. A polite request. "Sir, could you step aside for a moment?" The man smiled. He complied. They checked IDs. Everything was valid. No warrants. No violations. Then his phone buzzed once. He stood up. "Gentlemen," he said calmly, "I believe our business here is complete." By the time security reviewed the footage again, every connected player worldwide had already cashed out. Accounts closed. Funds transferred. Shell companies dissolved. The system went quiet. Authorities followed the money. It split instantly. Trusts. Foundations. Crypto cold wallets. Real estate purchased through third parties. Each layer was legal. Each transaction compliant. No crime. No fraud. No theft. Just a system used exactly as written. Interpol issued notices. Casinos shared blacklists. But there was no one left to ban. The team had vanished on paper. Years later, rumors surfaced. A man in Buenos Aires funding math scholarships. A private investor in Nairobi. A tech startup in Lisbon that shut down after 1 year, wildly profitable. Nothing concrete. No arrests. No confirmations. Only whispers that the team didn't retire. They simply stopped playing casinos. They had learned something more valuable than money. They had learned how to beat systems designed to never lose. Casinos recovered. They always do. But internal training manuals changed. A new warning was added, buried deep in operational guidelines. Not all losses come from cheating. Some come from players who understand the game better than we do. The $21 million was written off as promotional inefficiency. Officially. Unofficially, the story became legend. Because somewhere out there, the people who proved the house could be beaten walked away clean, walked away rich, and never looked back.